Next up, we have Michael, who's talking about how we bring NFTs to 1 billion people. Hey, Michael.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Come up.
We're waiting on one person or media person.
That's okay. You can kick
clicker.
off. You can clicker.
Should be up here.
No.
Is the clicker here?
Yeah, there we are.
Check, check.
Maybe in the meantime, tell everyone about yourself.
Yeah, what's up, everyone? How you doing, New York? Give it up, the Big Apple. We made it. We're here. How's it going? So, this talk is a special one because I think it relates to everybody who came out here. Every company building, every founder that started a company, every person that bought an NFT, and every investor that wants to see their investment turn to 1,000x. This is how we bring 1 billion people into NFTs. And so I'm going to go through my background real quick. So I built a few businesses in the tens of millions. In 2016, pioneered the early technology that we now call NFTs. We developed a credit card payment solution where instead of going through a 12-step process to get a MetaMask wallet, go on an exchange like Coinbase, upload your driver's license, bank statements, take forever, and basically your customers give up before the NFT launch even happens, we have a solution for less than a minute. It's called NFT Pay. My previous successes, we pioneered the all-over print-on-demand tech where you can build an online store, launch a product, and sell it in under 30 seconds. There was over 1 million online stores that signed up, brands like T-Mobile, Netflix, Black Eyed Peas, Kiss, Rodman, Shaq, who created over 100 million products with it. Named Mr. Silicon Valley, and I'm an avid philanthropist. Hopefully, some of you guys can join me in making the world a better place. So how do you impact 1 billion people? I'm going to open it up to the audience. Does anyone here have an idea, want to shout out something? How do you think? Shout it loud. Here's your chance. Huh? Video games. Okay. Yeah, people love video games. That's for sure. Within the video games, video games have impacted 1 billion people. There's 7.53 billion people on the planet and 1.2 billion vehicles on the world's roads, 2014. 2.7 trillion kilometers on railways traveled by passengers, 2019. 3.5 billion passengers have flown on airplanes. 13 billion pages of textual records in the National Archives of the US. 2.8 billion credit cards used worldwide. So these are all things that impacted billions of people and still do. So how do we bring 1 billion people into Web3 and NFTs? There's only a couple 100 million wallets. People have multiple wallets. So we're not even at the couple 100 million point. How do we do that? Blockchain is in its infancy. 3.9%, the highest statistic I could find is 3.9% is crypto wallets or cryptocurrency, which is approximately 300 million people. So how do we impact the 1 billion people? Well, there was $41 billion transacted in NFTs in 2021. 84% of the users want to pay with credit card. Well, guess what? That's like super difficult. That's like very cumbersome. Most platforms don't offer it. Most launches don't offer it. And you know what? Now with the bear market, it's more critical than ever to try and get the masses to come on board and get their favorite brands and celebrities, NFTs, their favorite artists, etc. So here's a little projection our team did. They studied all the major industries, and we made a very conservative estimate of $1 trillion by 2025. I'm bullish on it being on NFTs being a deci-trillion-dollar space by 5 to 10 years, but we want it to be super conservative. So our team crunched numbers like crazy, and there's a bunch of links at the end so you can see how we arrived at these numbers. But NFTs are going to be humongous. They bring in extra value that our race, our human history, has never seen before. And we've nearly scratched the surface. People are going crazy over Bored Apes, Mutant Apes, etc. And man, I think the Bored Apes are doing great right now with all the utility they're packing in, the parties, like they're doing a really good job. But that's just the beginning. You know, what about real estate? What about titles? What about Vitalik's SBTs, soul-bound tokens, where you can get your, your college degree as an SBT? You know, we are at the infancy of NFTs. And so we believe the trick to this all is simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. You know, best said by Mr. Steve Jobs. There's something to be said for simplicity. And when you're talking about how to buy an NFT, it's anything but simple these days. You know, you have these crypto wallet requirements, you have cryptocurrency requirements, you have arduous, inefficient KYC. You know, who's bought an NFT in this room? Like, hopefully most, maybe half. And I'm sure if you remember your first time, you're like, oh shit, like this is crazy. How's my friend gonna do it? How's my mom gonna do it? How's my brother gonna do it? Like, I have to walk them through, and it's a pain in the butt. So we came up with a solution where you accept your credit card in your pocket or crypto payments if you have crypto. No crypto wallet needed. We see that as one of the biggest, barriers. You have this, I think MetaMask is an unbelievable product, but at the same time, it's kind of sketchy how it's like this Chrome plugin that like disappears if you click off it. It like scares you with this crazy seed phrase. And you're like, oh my God, if I lose this, I lose everything. And you read all these stories about people losing $200 million in Bitcoin, and you're like, oh man. So we kind of take care of all that. And then the KYC AML, which is like insane. It's like if you go on your favorite Web 2 sites and you want to buy something, do you have to upload your driver's license? Do you have to upload your bank statements? Do you have to do all this crazy stuff? No. So we came up with some systems to kind of help with that. And you'll see that on the left, it's kind of what we've been talking about, this multi-day NFT buying process. You know, we changed to less than 1 minute. That's the NFT payway. How are we going to do this? You know, we built a rock star team of people with billion-dollar exits. We got Matt Poprocky right there, one of the original inventors of the Mophie logo. You guys probably had a Mophie battery case at some point. There's the guy right there. Reza brought this company, Tubi, to billion-dollar exit with Fox. We're a very experienced team of credible folks that want to make a difference in this space. And then our advisors and investors are even better. You know, these guys have Gil Penchina, advisor with Flight Ventures, who invested in us at 15 unicorn exits. Cindy Bai, 11 plus unicorn exits. Maya, Will, amazing people that I'm humbled and to be around. So NFT Pay, lightning fast credit card solution for NFTs. There's an appendix to all the work. So I wanted to open it up to you guys, because here we are. We're NFT.NYC. Who's going to help me impact 1 billion people in this room? Who has a company? Who's here to do it? Who's the investors? Like, shout. Let's do it. Come on. On the count of 3, we're going to record this. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go. All right. So that's all I got. NFT NYC, thank you.
Thank you so much.